Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Radio Free Wall Street. This is, oh my God, October 10th. The month's almost half over. This critical report concerns a prediction that we made over 2 years ago, as you recall, when we predicted and so stated that Donald Trump would be impeached and that he would implode and that he would self-destruct. Again, he will be impeached. He will be trial for impeachment. He will be put on trial, which is part of the impeachment process, but he will not be convicted. But like Richard Nixon, he will resign in a humiliating defeat, and you need to be aware of that. Now, as Donald Trump goes down, as you can see, the destruction is total and complete. Right now, he betrayed the Kurds. They are the ones that won the war, sacrificing 15,000 of their people dead, another 25,000 injured in the war with ISIS. They stopped the caliphate. They actually had the ISIS bloodthirsty savages under guard. These are freedom lovers. They're democracy. They were part of the resistance to Bashar Assad of Syria. They are great people, and they are being slaughtered by the truckload as we speak, men, women, and children. In fact, when they finally get a bullet in their head or they bleed out, it's a welcome relief because they've been so tortured, so raped, so cut up in little pieces that death is a welcome. And Donald Trump did it. Point blank, Donald Trump absolutely positively got on the phone with that piece of shit, the dictator. I'm so upset, I can't take it. This guy is a dictator, okay? You need to understand, Erdogan he's killed 20, 30,000 people when there was a coup attempt. He has his prisons full of people being tortured. This man is a savage. He's turned Turkey into an ever-loving hellhole dictatorship. Donald Trump gets on the phone and says, yeah, I'm going to leave it for you and Russia and Iran and Syria to sort out. Holy shit, Batman. I can tell you that the real heroes, not the bullshit guys that kiss Donald Trump's ass. Yes, sir, we are here to serve you, sir. But I'm talking about the real people on the ground, the real people, the real troops, the real people who've been working with these people for years, helping to put together democracy, helping to rebuild the towns and villages, helping them to flush out all the ISIS people left and keep them in prison because no one else would take them, and they've been sold out. I can tell you that our people are distraught. Many of them will be resigning. And listening, the Kurds are being attacked by Russian troops on the ground, Iranian troops, the murderers. By the way, these murderers of Turkey are their most brutal brigades. They take no prisoners, and these people are taught and trained to be other complete savages. Their life has no value to them, and wherever they go, death and destruction follows. And then also you have the Iraqi troops from the south. Now, this is not going to be a 3-day incursion and is going to be over with. Donald Trump has absolutely aided, abetted, fostered, encouraged this, and now he's trying to back away from it. And why did he do it? You're not going to believe it. Donald Trump did this simply for one reason, to get a headline. Donald Trump did this to get the impeachment out of the news. Donald Trump needs smoke, and he's going to do a lot more things, and I'm afraid far worse. Donald Trump is a traitor to America, a Benedict Arnold. Donald Trump is not fit for service. He should be removed from office now, just on what he's done with the Kurds. By the way, he did this without consulting any of our military forces, any of the intelligence community. He did this as a wild hair up his ass, and that's the danger he is. Donald Trump doesn't even understand what he did yet. As he goes down, he will destroy America. You are facing your darkest hour in America. As Donald Trump crashes and burns at the end of the runway, he'll take America with it. I could see a police state. I could see him declaring a national emergency. And I want you forewarned that this man is a menace to society. He's dangerous. He is unfit for office. And his best friends, his BFFs, are the most vile dictators, homicidal maniac, people who are committing crimes against humanity. And he loves them, he likes them, and he will do the same if he can get rid of it in America. He's polarizing America. He will make Americans hate each other as they try to destroy America as you know it. He will create a revolution. He will create a civil war. He will do whatever he can to stay in power. It's not going to work. I can tell you that the intelligence community, the military, are in serious discussions about the Donald Trump problem. You need to hear my words again. They are in serious discussions about the Donald Trump problem. Donald Trump is out of control. He is absolutely a danger to himself and everyone around him. He has got a wild hair up his ass. He is going up. He's fostering destruction and depth and betrayal. Now, he said that the biggest mistake we ever made was going in the Middle East. And I'll explain that to you. That's the best thing we ever did. And why is that? Well, let me try to explain to you. You got a problem. You got America that is absolutely, positively his best interests are in the Middle East. You want to be the policeman of the world? Well, you better be, because if not, someone else is going to be a cop telling you what you do, like China or Russia. Now, why do we have to be in the Middle East? Because you have got to stop the madmen of the Middle East. One of the gravest threats to America at the present time is the Russian alliance. How did Russia get in there? Well, that was when Mohammed Obama told the Russians that they could go in there, that they were going to cross the red line. And Russia says, you know what? You have these weapons of mass destruction, these chemical weapons. We'll take care of it for you. And Mohammed said, yeah, that's good. So America shirked from its duty as policeman of the world. Now you can say, well, we've been in there for 16 years, longest we're in America. Well, guess what? We're still in Afghanistan in 16 years. This involves a few thousand troops, and it involves a few thousand troops that are in Syria. Okay, so you need to understand that the only thing that stood between the Kurds was U.S. air covered and U.S. troops on the ground, because they knew if they messed with those troops, that all hell would break loose. No one's afraid of Donald Trump anymore. When he punked out, when they shot down 50,000 feet one of our top secret, not to be discovered drones, that spelled the end. When they parlayed that and said, whoa, America's not the mighty empire it once was. Holy shit. We can use these cheap drones, and we can use cheap cruise missiles, and holy shit, we can absolutely, positively, without a doubt, control the airspace. We control on the ground. We can render the entire U.S. military mute, powerless. And the real reality is that America can no longer stop from the drones. We can no longer defend our missile systems. And it is a situation that grows dire by the day. I want you to understand, there is no defense. America is in deep and serious trouble. America has no recourse. America has no power. Our aircraft carriers are sitting ducks. Our Air Force bases on the ground in the Middle East are vulnerable. But here's the problem. Why do we want to be in the Middle East? Okay, why? Well, first of all, history says you have to be there. But let's forget you don't believe in history. The reality is they got to stop Iran. Iran absolutely, positively has a plan. Their plan is to nuke your ass in good old America, okay? That's what they want to do. That's what they're going to do. And Donald Trump's going to let them. They are building nukes, okay? Donald Trump told you that it was a big problem, and that he had to be there to stop the worst deal America ever made. Remember that on Iran? Well, now he's telling you, well, we don't even need to be in the Middle East, and we're going to leave it to Russia and everyone else to solve the problem. This is freaking insanity. I am warning you that America as you know it, the life you're living, is in jeopardy from a man by the name of Donald Trump. He was not elected fair and square. It was a matter of collusion. He is sold out America. He is a disaster as a president. Everything he touches turns to shit. These stupid trade wars are ridiculous. He's making friends with the most bloodthirsty savages who have a list of human rights violations equal to Adolf Hitler. And he is doing this to destroy America as you know it. And this is going to end very badly. Why do we need to be in the Middle East? Because you've got to stop Russia and the alliance. See, you've got an axis of evil. You have got Turkey, which was game to be inside NATO. It is part of NATO. Has betrayed us, okay? They're buying Russian missile systems or collaborating with the enemy of NATO, which is Russia. You've got an axis of evil with Bashar in Syria, who is a bloodthirsty warlord, and he threatens Iraq and everything we accomplished there, because we really did set that country free. And the reason why they're falling apart now is because there is no one there to stand the gap. And that axis becomes Iran, That axis becomes Russia. That axis becomes Turkey. And they dominate southern Europe and the Middle East. And they will form weapons to attack us. Now, Iran is like kind of like the attack dog. Iran shot down the drone. Yeah, we did. But no, we don't know who bombed those ships. No. We don't know who attacked the most protected space on the planet, the Saudi oil fields, and who humiliated us. Let me ask you something. You notice how you have not seen any pictures of the destruction? Have you noticed that there's not any of the antenna arrays that were blown up in the Patriot missile system? You notice how no one is discussing it? I'm telling you, the Patriot missile system, the THAAD, the Iron Dome, the Sling, David Sling, all these anti-missile systems are a pile of shit garbage and have been completely and totally defeated. And they're working on the next attack. This was not done by Iran alone. They had a lot of help from Russia. Russia's satellites gave them satellite data that included thermal imagings of the target and the site. It gave them the frequencies as they switched with the frequency hopping radar, what frequency they were on. It gave them pinpoint precise locations and GPS coordinates. And as they were flying in, it allowed them to change that data. They had no signature. The missile system, the Patriot, it shot itself. A couple of the rockets that went off did cartwheels. One of them went right back into the antenna array, lost track of its target. In other words, as the drone was flying into the antenna array, well, it just followed right into it. Don't they have a kill switch on that shit? Now, you need to understand that this is a congruence of years of military contractors getting vast amounts of money for these failed missile defense systems. This is a Donald Trump who really is not a military man. He doesn't understand government. He doesn't understand that he was elected president in the executive in a co-sharing power arrangement. He is a vindictive, evil piece of shit. He's attacking his enemies, and he will do anything, including a depression, concentration camps, a national emergency, shut off the grid, curtail the internet. Remember, he's an enemy of the free press, one of the establishments, one of the cornerstones of American democracy and freedom. Dictators all hate the free press, okay? And the free press, of course, is prejudiced, and of course, it is has an opinion and a slant. Of course, there's fake news. That's been going on since Gutenberg invented the printer. This is not something new. So you need to understand that we're moving into an area that has destroyed America's greatness. America's no longer great. Remember, Make America Great Again? Are you seeing America becoming great again? Do you see yourself proud to be America? Okay, do you really see that? Or are you seeing the world I see where we're losing our friends? We're making enemies. We're fighting over stupid shit. We've destroyed all our allies. We're in trade wars with everyone. And when he settles them, he has a worse. He went out of the TPP. China said, okay, we'll be the trading partner of the world, no problem. We stepped right in there. Okay? We got a trade war going on with Japan now. We got one with Europe. We've got a kind of like an unsettled truce in the North American Free Trade Agreement, the new one. And that means Canada and Mexico is vulnerable. We're fighting with China, and we're achieving nothing. Now, you need to wake up and smell the coffee and realize that we are at a very dangerous time. And my warning to you is that Donald Trump, as I predicted in 2016, will be impeached. I don't believe he'll be convicted or found guilty of the impeachment, only because the Republicans will stand for it. By the way, Republicans are shitting bricks. They are scared to death of him. Why? Well, there's three things when you're a politician. Get elected, stay elected, get elected, stay elected, get elected, stay elected. They will sell their souls. They will sell their principles. They will kiss Donald Trump's ass because they're afraid of his media savvy. Look, Donald Trump is a new age media guy. He understands twits. He understands reality TV. The generation of people who are in office, they don't understand. They barely can send an email. They don't understand YouTube. They don't understand like campaigns. They don't understand twitting. They really don't. It's lame. They don't understand the media. They don't understand news cycles. Donald Trump is the first truly internet media president. He understood it, okay? And he mastered it. He's a genius at that. Everything else is a fuck-up. This man is a grave danger, and as you're seeing that he's doing more and more crazy shit as this impeachment draws near, Donald Trump will not suffer the humiliation of impeachment. He will resign. And putting America through an impeachment which a lot of good people are now willing to do, by the way, will devastate the country. It'll be divisive. It'll end up in dividing the country even more, possibly a civil war. You need to understand the grave danger America's in, everything you believe in, everything you stand for. We need difference of opinion. We need the socialists. We need the conservatives. We need the liberals. We need the centerline people. That's how democracies work. It's a congruence of different opinions of different people, and they sit down and they hash it out and they work it out, okay? This Donald Trump concept of devastating your enemies, my way is the only way, is not consistent with a democracy. This is how dictatorships are formed. That's why he loves dictators. Donald Trump wants to be your dictator. Donald Trump does not believe in the free enterprise system. Donald Trump does not believe in any of this. Donald Trump believes in Donald Trump. Donald Trump is absolutely going to destroy America as you know it, and you need to be prepared for that. You need to protect yourself. He's going to destroy the banking system. He's going to destroy the financial system. He is destroying the trading system as we speak. He is moving in directions that no one's ever seen before. And this will end up very, very badly. Donald Trump is the greatest threat to American democracy ever. The Russians put him in office. Russia, if you're listening, you'll be richly rewarded. Come on. I love WikiLeaks. You heard him. Oh, I was just kidding. Really? Well, I'll put it this way. It ain't no joke and it ain't no laughing matter. Okay? He then, as the day after Mueller's disastrous testimony, Donald Trump declared himself exonerated. He was not. They didn't carry anywhere forward. He's on the phone doing deals. On the phone, sicking people to attack like he did with the Russians, his enemies, like Hillary. Okay? This is not a deep state contest. This is not the Democrats and the socialists against the Republicans. This is a dictator destroying American way of life, and honest and good people have got to stand up to him. This is a travesty. This will end up in death, destruction, poverty. You're already seeing it happen as we speak. This sellout is just the start. You're damn right we need to be in the Middle East. Why? Someone has got to stop Russia. Somebody has got to stop Syria. Someone has got to stop Iran. Someone has got to stop our enemies in Turkey. Do you understand? You got it? That's the problem. So if you don't go over there, they're coming over here. And I don't know if you really realize that. And I don't know if you realize the danger we're in. Remember, America's missile defense shield is non-existent tonight. And will be non-existent for years and decades to come. Why? Well, the old generals in there came from the Vietnam era. They didn't have goddamn missiles. Okay? They don't know what it is. They don't understand what a drone is. They don't know how to defend against it. And that means that America the Great will not be great again. In fact, America may not be again at all.